Hey, you guys. I guess happy Halloween for all those who celebrated All Hallows Eve, or whatever. Um, I just thought about, since I saw a video talking people talking about Batman, the Batman versus Dracula, which if you haven't seen that movie, really good movie. And if you haven't read the Batman Dracula trilogy, or is it or when Batman becomes a vampire trilogy, you should read it. It's really cool. But I remember when I was little watching the Batman versus Dracula, which honestly is so cool to see Batman face off against Dracula anyway. I would love to see like a DC AU movie of Dracula go against Batman or anyone from the DC universe. That would be really cool. Justice League versus the Night of the Dead or something like that. But it has to be in the DC animated universe. That's what I would love to happen. But anyway, I bring that up is because when I was younger, I did fanfic. Yes, I did fanfic. And since I was obsessed with all things Yu-Gi-Oh at the time, so like a lot of my stuff was like Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, G Gundam, and of course Batman and Superman. Kind of, and Sailor Moon, all kind of merged into like this massive fanfic thing. I called it, the first part of it was called Ugimon GX. Then afterwards it transitioned to Generation Duelist. And I and me being like really into it or whatever, I had created like movies or whatever. And the first movie script I did was Generation Duelist the movie, right? And this movie features Dracula, right? So if you guys know about Yu-Gi-Oh, right? So, or if you guys seen the Yu-Gi-Oh GX episode where the second Shadow Rider is Kamiya, the vampire mistress, who goes against Crowler and Zane Tuesdale before Jaden takes him on. Even though I think Crowler should have beat her or Zane should have beat her. I don't think Jaden should have beat her or whatever, especially when she used her field spell Illusion Gate, which is a cheating ass card, and the whole premise of like, oh, I'm gonna take your soul or whatever, because that's why Zane purposely lost on purpose, because he was trying to protect Cyrus or whatever. I thought that was really dumb to make him lose on purpose just to protect that scrawny bitch. But that's neither here nor there, because I didn't write Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, but if I did, there would have been some different things going on, and that would be one of them. Definitely would be um, Zane Tuesday would have won against Camilla. It is what it is. Sorry. um, but the reason why I bring it up is because, like I said, I did a fanfic where I had where these duelists, right? Duel, um, Duel Academy is on an island that Seto Kaiba brought to teach next generation of duelists, and that's where my group of friends went to at the time. After their adventures journeying through certain regions in the Pokemon world, it was time to transition for Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So if you guys haven't read it, so trust me, it's all over the place. But hey, it is what it is, right? But the reason why I'm saying all of this right now is because I thought it'd be kind of cool to kind of like do like a little short retelling of the story. So basically, these two duelists, right? They go out at night. They see this mysterious cave on the island. It's an area of the island where you really shouldn't be going out, but students are going to be students, right? And they see a tomb or whatever. And of course, it's the tomb of Dracula. It's kind of fucking obvious. And of course, one of the boys scratches himself while opening the tomb. That blood falls into Dracula's mouth. Dracula resurrects and stuff like that, and he captures the students or whatever. And it kind of led to like a couple of months later of like students are mysteriously disappearing or whatever. Nobody's really coming to class during the day or whatever. But at the same time, all of this is happening, my main character, his grandmother, decides to visit the island at the time. So while dealing with his daughter too, just just go with the bullshit. His daughter was able to age her ass up because she, like her mother, has the power of the Phoenix. I completely wrote the Phoenix completely different for that as well. So again, just don't even ask, right? So the grandmother is visiting her grandson and her great granddaughter at the academy at the time, but you know they're they're investigating what's going on with the school because all these students are disappearing. Everybody's staying in. They don't know what's going on or whatever until a few of the friends, a few of his friends went missing, and then they went out at night to investigate the area or whatever. And then that's when they ran into some of their friends who were zombified. I mean, well, not sort of zombified, but vampiric. Um, they were turned into vampires, I guess, if you want to say that, but in like a zombie tated style, or whatever. So Dracula finds out about my main character's his love interest. She has the power of Phoenix or whatever, stuff like that. He wants her to be the new bride or whatever. So he's trying to kidnap her to harness her power to create this eternal darkness machine that will put the world in internal darkness, while also using her power to turn her into a vampire that will give him immunity to to being destroyed by the sun, right? So all of that is going on while my main character is trying to keep his grandmother safe from everything that's going on. But she's a tough cookie. She's like, look, I'm gonna help you guys out as well too. We're gonna figure out what's going on. Then uh a big ass large castle magically sprung in the on the island or whatever. So it's kind of obvious where all of that's going. Some of the friends all split up or whatever, and they take on vampire dual ghouls or whatever, you know, to try to prevent Dracula from taking over or whatever. Um, Even though Dracula was successful to take over, my main character's love interest was able to get her captured or whatever, stuff like that, and create the machine using some of his friends who are also very technology smart or whatever, but also making sure that he cut the island's communications off so nobody can come in or out from the island. So of course, they all split up. Like I said, they all split up. They all dueled to hold off Dracula's minions as best they can or whatever and stuff like that. And of course, it gets to the last duel, right, where um the main character he's able to free his girlfriend, his love interest or whatever and stuff like that. Even though Dracula done use some of her power to harness the machine or whatever and stuff like that, and they only have like a a few minutes before sunrise to stop Dracula before the eternal darkness start. And Dracula challenge my main character to a duel, and they duel on this like massive tower that's even higher above the castle or whatever. So they're like high in the sky, right? Like they are up in the sky dueling, and of course the duel monsters are real or whatever and stuff like that. And um of course, y'all know I love Yu-Gi-Oh, so y'all know my character's main deck would be a transition of like elemental heroes because at the time I was also into elemental heroes. So elemental heroes with spellcasters. So it was like a spell hero deck. And so it would have elemental hero cards. Then it will also have spellcaster cards, of course. And then, of course, in order to defeat Dracula, he also took his love interest deck and kind of like merged some of her cards together with his deck or whatever. And then towards the end, before everything happened, he was able to pull together her ace card and his ace card, which of course, Dark Magician Girl for me. And then for her, I made up a Phoenix deck. Honestly, I did. I made up a entire archetype of Phoenix cards for her, and then they fused together to create the Phoenix Magician Girl or whatever. And then, of course, able to wipe out Dracula. I mean, able to stop Dracula's final boss monster. I forgot what the boss monster I gave him, and then was able to destroy the machine. And afterwards, transitioned into stopping the Eternal Darkness, and was able to. And then she was able to combine with the boyfriend, because the boyfriend also has special powers too. They were able to combine their powers to finally vaporize Dracula once and for all, or whatever, and was able to defeat Dracula and destroy the castle and the tower or whatever, while everybody else was cured of their vampirism, and nobody remembered anything that really happened besides the group or whatever. And then his grandmother left the island and was like, hey, this was a little fun adventure and stuff like that. And you continue to do the best you can to become a great duelist. And that was really it. Yep, that was my little vampire um Halloween themed story or whatever. Um I just was just kind of having fun. Yes, it is publicly out there, but I don't know if I want to tell you guys where you can find it at, because hey, it's just me writing and I don't really want you guys to make fun of me. um but yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys have a made up Dracula story, or a Halloween kind of story that you made up or whatever? Do you guys want me to go into detail about the story? Do you want to read it? Let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, and all that fun stuff, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.